Alright, so with this episode, I think we've hit the point where it's safe to say that Madhouse wanted to speed through the old material and are deciding to take the Chimera Antarch at a leisurely pace. You have no idea how much I was hoping for this, so let's hope the pace doesn't get too wonky. They might interchange doing half a chapter, then 2 chapters. Speaking of half a chapter, that's about all this episode covered. I'm not sure if they should go that slow. But hey, I love this arc. It's one of my favorite depictions of a full frontal assault of despair and brutality, so I don't mind. If you'll notice, the characters are talking slower when sometimes they would talk at supersonic speeds before. I think this is most noticeable with the 2 guards near the entrance to NGL wearing the robes. Again, using other anime as reference points, the filler was fairly well done here, showing what characters would generally be up to and even doing some world building for us. They're doing a really good job at giving the audience a sense of spatial awareness, and I felt this the most strongly when Pakul, Panzu, and all of them were fighting off some ants, and then rapid gunfire was heard, and you could see how vast the forestry was. That was awesome. It's a real bitch to enter NGL, and we find out that Spinner Klo is a natural kind of gal. This is a cool peek into Togashi's logical mind. The guy thinks of everything when it comes to even like security protocol. So the filler in this episode mainly revolved around Paku Panzel and all them. We get to see him squashing ants a little more than we did in the manga, you know, piercing multiple through the head with his arrows. So if for some reason you are a fan of him, enjoy. If you can make a very petite koala kick ass, that takes a certain kind of talent. Normally it'd be hard to take something like that serious in any show, but it just kind of works because you may laugh at it a little bit on the viewer's side, but if a koala shrugged off my gigantic tree attack like that and looked like he was about to slaughter me ruthlessly in business attire, I'd zip right off so I could get killed by other ants. We notice the ants are hunting for sport, and Colt is the one who tries to maintain control. I imagine he was quite a good brother who guided his sister all the... Oh god, I don't want to think about that anymore. Alright, another quick thing, Gon and Killua's outfits are just another example of how simplicity can work wonders. Togashi is more of a subtle person, at least when it comes to design, and you can see this with characters like Genthru. Easily could have been a side character, but he ended up having a design that, you know, worked with his maniacal villain calculated type. So this episode was a lot slower than I thought it would be. It only covered half a chapter. I don't think they can maintain half a chapter, so this will just be something they do once in a while, unless they're just going to do every episode like this. Maybe they just really love this arc and know how long people have been waiting for it. One of the main reasons I think they're making it this slow is to give Togashi more, you know, room to make some material. They've actually got a good ending point right now in the manga. They could go all the way basically to the end and just end it kind of open-ended. But even with the animes, you know, coming forth, Togashi still hasn't returned to work, and it's been over a year. It's getting completely ridiculous. I don't have too much more to say about this episode because it was a lot slower than I expected, except that, you know, I'd like Panzu's blue silky hair to be on me riding in the wind. But yeah, I mean, this episode gets an A- from me. It was slow, but still the material was still really good, so...